Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about...
Hey guys, we are here. We are not live, as I would usually say we're live. Welcome to SLTD Radio's Wrestlemania special. We're going to, over the next few weeks, probably pre-records, just to like, because it's Wrestlemania season, so why the fuck not? That's what I think. We're here as always with George. What's happening, George?
Not much, man. What's crack-a-lacking?
There you go, that's George. Not much, man, not much. And we're here with Adam as well. What's happening? What's happening? Pimp. This is where we usually go in and be like, it's been going on, what's happening? We haven't been here for a while, what's going on and that, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sure everybody knows pretty much what's been going on in your life.
Well, everybody knows. It's all over the internet. It's all over that.
It is, basically. Do you want to break some news just before we get into this? By the way, we are recording more than one show today, so I'm not going to be like, we've been up to, lads. I'm not going to break this news every time. It's ridiculous.
So you've got to listen to this one to know the news, otherwise you won't know.
Yeah.
You don't know the news.
Yeah, that's basically it. So go on, what's the news?
Well, I'm not a little pip, you know, anymore.
Go on.
Then came me a new name, fresh off the press this morning. I'm Lil Pops, you know, now. Lil Pops, you know.
So we've got Baby Watches ended.
Yeah, Baby Watches ended. I'll have me baby, little girl.
That's right. You seem happy
Beautiful
about this.
Little girl. Yeah, I am. She's boss. She's not like all them other babies that come up blotchy and wrinkly and shit.
Yeah, to be fair, I did notice that. That was the first thing you noticed. That, like, yeah, you know when babies come out and they're weird looking? She weren't.
She's not weird looking.
Came out like she was a few days old, just like, cut this shit.
Yeah, get off me.
Yeah. Give me some boob right now, all that stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, we're all good. She's well. She's probably downstairs on the boob right now.
Smashing, yeah. Wish I was. Anyway. George, how's it going, lad? You alright?
Yeah, not bad. Fully immersed in this WrestleMania nonsense that's going on at this time of year, as usual.
WrestleMania malarkey. You're doing, you're reviewing every, right, let me get this right. You're reviewing every WrestleMania from 1 to 29 in 29 days.
Yep.
That's what you do. And number 4's gone up on the site today.
Yes, it has. Number 4's up. So 1 to 4 are already there. You'll find a link on the main page where it says WrestleMania Rewind, and you can read all of them from there.
Actually, as this goes up, 5 will be on there, won't
it? Probably, yes.
Because
we're not live.
We're not live. Yeah, I forgot that for a second. There you go. That's how.
I was trying to figure out the time travel in my head. It was like,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking, well, yeah, if we put this show up Thursday, which is tomorrow, as we are recording this, then 5 will be up. First 5.
That's some going, that, George.
29 WrestleMania. 29.
Like, just WrestleMania every day. What are you going to do when you get to the last ones? Where it's because you've got to watch two main events with John Cena. Bang, one after the other.
Didn't you text me and say that he's
either commit suicide or go to the pub? One of the two.
Didn't you say?
Don't go to the pub, George.
George, you said to me that you texted me the other day and was like, "Do you realise that he's at every WrestleMania for 10 years? Is that right?"
Mm-hmm.
That's heavy, that, and has he main evented like 8 of them?
1, 2,
9 of them.
3, 4, 5.
I think there's only been one match where he hasn't wrestled for a championship.
That's insane. What a guy. What a fucking guy.
What a cock is what you meant to say.
What a guy. What a fucking guy. Yeah, so we're doing our thing. We're not really going to tweet out. The idea is that because we're doing specials and we're doing them, we're going to attempt. I probably shouldn't say this on the thing, but fuck it, I'm going to, because, you know, that's what I do. We're going to attempt to have these shorter, but more of them. That's what we're going with. Shorter, but more. Alright, that's what we're going. So this week, we're going with our top overrated and top underrated matches of WrestleMania. So Like when somebody's banging on me, oh my god, this match is amazing from like 20 years ago, we're actually gonna lift the cloth and be like, in fact, it's not. It's a bit shit. I'll be honest. Even by standards of 20 years ago, it's a bit shit. It's just that like something iconic happened in that match, or something people go, oh my god, that's amazing, but an 8-second like move and aftermath of a move doesn't make a good match. That's kind of what we're going with. Or the fact that like the same side of it being that if there's a stacked main event or a stacked WrestleMania, we're going to be like, well, this match kind of got brushed under the carpet. If you watch it, it's fucking good. Know what I mean? So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to bang out some of our most overrated and underrated matches of the last 29 years. 29 years? WrestleMania is older than me. That's insane. WrestleMania was like started when George was like 21. I'm mad at that.
Yeah, it was. It's unbelievable. I was looking back and I still had black and white pictures of myself watching WrestleMania. I was like, fucking hell, man.
That's mad. How old was you when was you? I know I joke that you're quite old. How old was you when it started?
I was 17.
You were 17. Nice. Fair play, yeah.
The real answer is 3.
Okay. So do you remember, what was the first WrestleMania you watched, like that you remember? We talked about this before.
WrestleMania 5.
5. Okay, what was 5?
Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan.
Ah, 5. Okay, yeah, I'm on it. What was, do you remember WrestleManias?
My first WrestleMania,
Yeah.
probably about 99.
I think it was.
With his attitude in it.
I think it was, you know what, right? The WrestleMania I remember that stands out more than any WrestleMania to me is watching WrestleMania, is it 15? Yeah, 15 with Austin and Rock for the first time. That's 15, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see the Mike Tyson one, which was the year before.
Yeah, 15 was, I remember sitting there.
I think I watched it just after.
I remember the pair of us begging your Mark to watch it live. I remember that.
Yeah, that's because we're quite young though.
Yeah,
So we have to get permission.
Yeah, we were like 11 or something, know what I mean? And your ma just couldn't get it head around why we wanted to watch something so late that wasn't like, we were like, it's not porn, you know what I mean? There's not boobs in that, do you know what I mean?
I can't remember, but was it on pay-per-view back then?
WrestleMania was, yeah.
Was it?
I think
Because I don't think any of the other events were on pay-per-view apart
I
from
can't remember, to be
WrestleMania.
honest with you. Well, I
I'm
think
sure
there
they
was a
were just
time
on-
when they all went on pay-per-view.
Well,
And
there
then
was
they went down to
a
weren't.
time when they weren't, when they
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
watch like SummerSlam or less.
Yeah, I remember
Sunday night.
Royal Rumble 2000 was on Channel 4. Channel 4 for UK fans over there. It had breaks and everything in it. Channel 4, man. What the fuck? Insane. But yeah, there you go. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk overrated, underrated matches right now. We're gonna go with possibly one of the most controversial to any not wrestling fan, but to anybody who thinks they know history of wrestling. We're gonna go with an overrated match. Sorry, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, WrestleMania 3. Give it to me, George. What have you got? What are your thoughts on this match and why it is in fact overrated?
It's just boring to watch. Like, that's what happens when you've got a giant in the ring. Like, there's nothing that you can do. It's more of a spectacle than an actual match. I mean, the whole thing's built around Hogan slamming Andre the Giant, and that was cool, but the match is shit. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I get that.
Hogan tries to slam Andre at the beginning, but he can't. And then the whole match is just Andre battering Hogan until the inevitable slam and the leg drop, and it's all over. It's not a good match to watch. People look back at it too fondly, I think.
Yeah, I do. I think the fact that you put WrestleMania in Google, the image of Hulk Hogan and Andre Hogan is there all the time.
Mm.
It's just there, and you think, oh my god, that match is amazing. And then because I'm trying to be nice, but I don't really want to. Fuck it.
Don't be nice. Fuck it.
For the fact that Hogan, 28 years, 7 years, 27 years on, still bangs on about slamming giants. It's like, no one's asking.
Don't worry. Soon that'll catch up. Soon you won't be able to remember that.
No, Twitter and thinking. But yeah, that's the thing is like he's still 27 years later is like yeah, slammed a giant, yeah, I slammed giants, and it's just like he did it one time, shut up. You know what I mean? It's like it's not that good, really. So yeah, I think that it is kind of it's a good thing because it's like WrestleMania 3 was a big thing because that was when it sort of I think WrestleMania 3 was when it established itself as shit. This is good.
Record attendance.
It was, yeah. Because WrestleMania 1 was not the best. WrestleMania 2 was just weird. Like with the 3 cities and yeah, I can't really understand why in 1987 someone thought it would be a good idea. 1986, sorry. Someone thought it would be a good idea, or Vince thought it was a good idea, to jam-pack an audience of like an arena, have them an hour's worth of action, and then pull tellies down and be like, yeah, stand in and watch this. I don't understand how that works, but anyway, yeah, I think 3 is when it established itself as like, oh my god, this is a thing now. Like, Jesus, you know what I mean? How many people were at WrestleMania today?
93,173. That's a lot of people.
Do you think he just read that from somewhere?
You would think that, wouldn't you?
No, she's just there. Just did the noggin.
Just know it.
Just
numbers.
the noggin.
Just a numbers guy, aren't he?
Yeah.
Crunching numbers all the time. Just click, 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 numbers.
I like it. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is like, as an iconic photo of, fuck me, that's impressive, that he slammed him. But as a match, it's just like, ugh. It's not good. It's not good. And I think, do you know what's horrible? Is that I think, even watching old Hogan matches, the way you think about Hogan now has kind of tarnished Hogan. Do you know what I mean? Like the way he is now, even watching him 20 years ago and being like he's fucking amazing and everyone loved him, and I did when I was a kid. Now I'm like, Hogan.
Why was he now, brother?
It's just some jabroni, ain't he? Some jabroni. But yeah, that's what I think. Like, do you get what I mean? That sounds a bit backwards, but do you get what I mean, George? Like your opinion of him now has changed the way you look at him wrestle 20 years ago.
Yeah, I actually, obviously having watched all these old WrestleManias, it's easy to forget just how over Hulk Hogan was. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
People proper losing their shit when Hulk Hogan comes out. And now he's just a senile old man, isn't he? Like, still looking for his brother Jack.
Yeah.
You know, that's never going to happen.
Yeah, that's genius. I like that. That's clever.
Thanks. Yeah, it's sad when you see the state of him now. Like, I was at my brother's house yesterday and he had Raw on in the background, and I just saw Hogan stooped in the corner of the ring. Like, he can't stand up straight anymore.
Yeah.
It's just, like, I never liked him, but I'm still pretty sad, to be honest.
Yeah, like, I understand what he's done for the business as a whole, but at the same time, as much as, right, this is what I think about Hogan, as much as he did for the business years ago, there's a big stigma still, like, if you talk to anybody who's not a wrestling fan, like, I work with people who are like, oh yeah, what do you do, like, when you think, and I mention the site, and it's like, oh yeah, sound, yeah, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, and it's just like, fuck off, I don't want to have another conversation about Hulk Hogan Warrior.
There was other wrestlers back then.
Yeah, because that's the only two people anyone ever remembers from being a kid. I used to love Hulk Hogan, I used to love Ultimate Warrior. Hulk Hogan was over like fuck, but wasn't that good in the ring, and Ultimate Warrior just couldn't fucking wrestle, to be honest. So, like,
could jump off the top rope though.
Could do, yeah, and he could shake those bitches, and he could run to the ring like he was a girl's bike. We've had this conversation.
I seen a photo the other day. They just made me think of you.
That's what he does, runs to the ring to dress like a girl's bike. It's just, I get that, but it's like, it's just, if you're actually watching it, come on, seriously, like, give me something. Don't assume you know something about wrestling because you know, you watched fucking Hulk Hogan 20 years. It's like me going, like, sitting in a taxi and like someone going, the driver going like, have you seen a match? Yeah, see you in Rush, yeah, who signed him, yeah. It's like, what? You know what I mean? It's completely irrelevant. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, Fowler and that, yeah, he signed him. Just like, what are you talking about? Exactly, what are you talking about? That's why I don't like Hogan, because it's this whole, like, it's stigma of wrestling started and ended with that guy, and it didn't. Know what I mean? And that match shows it, I guess. Sorry, I went a bit off on one there, but yeah, That's what I'm getting at. Know what I mean? What was you gonna say, George? Sorry.
Nothing. No, I just nearly choked when you were talking about.
That's what you look like. You look like a girl's bike. It's not my fault. Right.
That's probably the greatest shout you ever came up with, by the way.
I don't think I came up with it. I think
I'm
it's somewhere.
I'm getting credited to you. I didn't see a picture of it the other day, like I say, and it just made me think, that was just funny.
I did see it somewhere. I just can't remember. It was ages and ages ago when I seen it, and when I said it, it just came to me that I'm running to the ring and he does dress like a girl's wife. It's true. What are you gonna do? Right. We'll do an overrated match. No, we've just done an overrated match. We'll do an underrated match. We'll do it that way. We'll do overrated, underrated, like that. That makes sense, doesn't it? Do you want to do a more recent one so you can join in slightly?
I'm not bothered because you're gonna go through an
We're gonna get there.
Gonna go through a phase where I'm just gonna sit here going, yeah. Right on.
You can just throw out numbers. It's sound.
Yeah,
so
that's numbers, guy.
This is one of my underrated matches. Okay, this is one of mine. Is Cena versus HBK, Shawn Michaels himself, Mr. WrestleMania
23.
Yeah, at WrestleMania 23, I think. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
23.
Do you know why I like this match? Right, which it sounds ridiculous, but I like this match because the pair of them sell it really, really well. Which is it's not a dying art, and it's not like it's something you just forget in a match. Like Triple H, Shawn Michaels can sell.
You say that Shawn Michaels come back for that match?
No, he was around. He was around
for a few months.
At the time. No, he'd been there for a while. At the time, in fact, if I remember correctly, you might have to help me with this, George, but if I remember correctly, Shawn Michaels and John Cena were the tag team champs up until the week before.
Yes.
And which is just ridiculous. But anyway, like, you know, John Cena's been like 4-time tag champs and never had a tag partner. Like, never had an actual tag partner, but he's been like tag champs like a ridiculous amount of times for someone who's never been in a tag team. But anyway, yeah, I think they were the tag champs, but they were like still having a rivalry, still didn't like each other. They just kept winning, which was whatever. You know what I mean?
That was the Battle of the Billionaires one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So wanted Donald Trump to get his head shaved.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Battle of the Billionaires one. Yeah, well done. Wikipedia, eh?
Wilsonpedia, that's what it is.
Wilsonpedia.
All in the head.
So yeah, and I think that's what it was. The pair of them, it was just like pure power moves, like power move after power move after power move. It was like the pair of them were like fucked, to be fair, but like they just kept it going. I don't know, there's just something about that match that I really like. I think it's the fact that like a proper like Cena, to be fair, and a proper like HBK, to be fair. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking as an underrated match, because no one ever remembers that. Oh, is that gone all bumpy? Nah, man, it's all good. Yeah, man. Yeah, no one ever kind of remembers that as like a main event, as like a fantastic. Oh my God, have you seen this WrestleMania? That's what I mean. If you're thinking about WrestleMania 23, you automatically think of Battle of the Billionaires. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, wow.
That's what I'm thinking. George, thoughts, George?
Well, I don't believe. Well, I've never seen John Cena sell anything, so I refuse to believe that. But in terms of Shawn Michaels, that's why Shawn Michaels is the best of all time.
Yeah.
Like his facial expressions and the way he makes his opponent look like a total badass. Just with the way he sells what's like, even if it's just like a slam, like a scoop slam, Michaels makes you think that he's actually been crucified or something. You know, he's
it is. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah,
Look at it this way. That I think the reason why, if you remember the end of an era match with the Undertaker and Triple H, and he was the special referee. If you look at that match, I think like the reason people got behind it so much, obviously because it was the Undertaker and stuff like that, but the reason people got behind it so much is because like Shawn Michaels was in the ring and sold every one of them moves without being touched. Like his facial expressions and the way he was like his ass was going, and then even when he like super kicked the Undertaker and then he was in the corner like, oh shit, what have I done, kind of thing. It was like everything he did made that match just 10 times better. Like no one could deny that was a really good match. Do you know what I mean? so we're probably not going to talk about it. But
I mean, there's only two other guys I can think of that can actually sell a match that well with their facial expressions or how they sell their opponent's moves, and that's The Rock and Vince McMahon as well for his facials. Vince is just...
because that's all Vince has got.
He's a crazy bastard, that man, honestly.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And he is hilarious. His walk.
I love Vince. I think he's boss. Yeah, man. I think he's just like the coolest guy ever. I want Vince to be my half fella. I think it'd just be boss for him to be my half fella for a bit.
Well, just get him to pick you up from work and just swagger out of the car with that massive power walk.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Just wobbling his head, walking to work to pick you up.
Yeah, that's kind of all I want. Yeah, it's all good. Isn't he on like on the Forbes billionaire list now or something like that? He's like the
Wouldn't be surprised.
He's like the 1,300 and something most like richest man in America, something like that, which is it's fucking good going, I think. You know what I mean?
I thought he was hiding that.
Maybe in the
He's
world.
done okay.
It might be in the world.
He's not gonna. Well, let's be honest. He's not gonna. Not gonna be crying out for money anytime
No, he's
soon,
not.
is he?
No. He owns wrestling, whether we like it or not. He owns it.
I love it. I love that he owns it.
He does in fact just fucking own it.
He needs to get more involved again though.
Apparently he's coming back after WrestleMania.
So he should.
Apparently so. What that means, I don't know, but he's coming back at some point.
They need some people with mic skills in that ring.
Why don't you think people have got mic skills?
Batista has got zero mic skills. He has
like,
zero mic skills at
he's
all.
not that good in the ring either, to be honest with you.
No.
He's,
No, that's true.
Yeah, it kind of fell apart a little bit.
He came back and I can't even remember who he was saying something to, because I was just that flabbergasted and how shit his mic skills were. Are you
flabbergasted?
Are you messing?
Wow.
And throw words and like that makes you have better mic skills.
I like the way when he cut a promo with just going kind of off topic. This is what we do. He was talking with Randy Orton. I think it was Randy Orton came down and was like, "Yeah, no one cares that you came back. No one's asking about you."
That was it.
And he was meant to be the face of the promo, and he just stood there and was like, well, I'm not being funny. Like, I want to fight for the title, whether these people like it or not. And I'm sure people were just like, "Oh, for fuck."
Yeah, he was.
We're gonna have to turn him heel, aren't we?
Whether they boo me or whether they don't boo me, I'm real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
He was
man.
just like, what are you doing? To be fair, Daniel Bryan had his pants down. It was genius last week. Because Daniel Bryan was like, he was like, basically Batista was like, you're a fan who got lucky. Like, you're a fan who ended up in the locker room. Like, I own this. This isn't the WWE universe. This is my universe and all stuff like that. And Daniel Bryan was like, well, I'm not being funny or nothing, but like, I don't want to be in your universe. I mean, does everyone have to wear skinny jeans? And he was like, Batista was like, had like a leather vest on and no shirt. And it was like a leather waistcoat type thing. And he was like, well, do we all have to wear leather waistcoats and no shirt? I mean, nose rings? What is this? Like that. It was proper funny. He just started proper adamant it was boss. And then obviously Batista tried to attack him and it didn't work. But you know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of fell apart, that whole Batista coming back. We're going to talk about this. We're going to do a prediction show, I think.
Okay.
And we're going to do it there anyway. But yeah, seen at HBK, WrestleMania 22. Check it out. 3, sorry. Don't go 22, it won't happen. It's a good match.
Greg's in the crowd. Look out for him.
Yeah, some big fat guy in a pink shirt. That's me. I'm not asked. I want someone to watch it and go, oh my god, that's a big guy. Get a random tweet off someone I don't know. That'll be well good. Right, overrated match number 2. We're going to go with this. We're rolling through. By the way, if you are listening to this at any point in the next month or whatever, and you want to add yours or you want to agree or disagree, tweet us at SLTD Radio. I haven't really mentioned that. But SLTD Radio
We'll probably be going over some of this stuff again as we get closer.
Yeah, I'm sure the stuff will get mentioned, I'm sure, but we won't be doing like particular shows. Like, but yeah, this is as I say, we're doing it pre-recorded, but we usually do it live. But if you ever want to tweet us at SLTD Radio, then by all means go for it. Or you want to tweet us personally and be like, oh yeah, you're chatting shit, then go with it. You know what I mean? More me chatting shit because I talk more than anyone else. Right, overrated match number 2 is the Fatal 4-Way. McMahon in every corner at WrestleMania 2000. I never really understood why they called it WrestleMania 2000 and not WrestleMania 16. You know what I mean? Weird. But anyway.
Maybe just it was in the year 2000.
Obviously, but
Millennium, all that crazy
I know, but still, it just seems weird that 2000. Anyway, yeah, you've seen this match, so you can,
I have seen this match.
McMahon in every corner. Yeah.
I've seen this match all day long.
It was, hang on, let's work this out, right? I'll see if I can do this properly. Hang on, right, we've got Triple H with Steph, obviously. We've got Big Show with Shane O'Mac. Yeah. We've got The Rock with Vince and Foley with Linda.
Yeah.
That right?
Correct.
Awesome. To be honest, I built that round Foley's with Linda and obviously Triple H's with Steph. So, yeah, I got that. Yeah, George, you picked this one, didn't you?
Yeah, it was one of the ones that I picked, yeah.
And why? Please. Well, I don't think you need to explain why, but if you want to explain why, I don't think you need to. But go on.
It would be a short show if we didn't explain why we think these matches are good or shit.
It'd just be a list. That would be it. Just a list. Okay.
For me, it seemed like it was just a way for them to get to Triple H against The Rock, so I don't understand why they didn't just do that match.
Yeah.
There's no need for the Big Show to be in it. He was there for about 5 minutes, and then Foley was there for some unknown reason. And, you know, they could have just done Triple H against The Rock, which would have been fine. But it just made no sense to have the Big Show and Mick Foley there, or a McMahon in every corner, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think that was just because didn't Linda come back and try and take power off him?
Linda was around when she wasn't like...
Did she come with a bit... Because Vince tried to sack Foley. And
yeah,
Linda came back and was in Foley's corner. So then he ended up with the match at WrestleMania. But then obviously it all went haywire. And a fatal four-way.
That actually could be right.
I can't quite remember the exacts about it, but I'm sure he was getting sacked. And then we went, no, it's a bold decision.
I'm sure he did get sacked. Yeah, look, you put the information, lad. You didn't read that, did you?
That's not even wiki wow.
That's damn that. That seems the gist, seems the most logical of things that they were doing. And then obviously the Big Show was with Shane because the Big Show was with Shane. And he just got thrown in because he got thrown in, you know what I mean?
Because 3's an odd number.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seems like that's
yeah, it's a weird one, like there was never sort of, I think the reason it didn't work was because there was never a dynamic of all four of them, like, till really late on, I think, if that makes sense. Like, it was kind of like they were doing the thing, but it was never like, the match was never made, and there was not a rivalry between all four of them. It was more of a McMahon rivalry, and they were the pawns. Yeah, they were just in the ring for that, which seemed a bit ridiculous to me. Because I seem to remember in the match, because you've watched it, George, so you know. Well, I watched it, but you've watched it recently. Isn't there a part where Linda comes down with Mick Foley later on in the match? And like punches Stephanie or something like that? Or like slaps Steph?
Maybe.
Something like that.
Not that I remember. There's a bit where Foley gets eliminated and then he just stays in the ring and beats the other two up and then leaves.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah. And Linda, is Linda and Steph arguing?
Yeah, there's a bit I think Stephanie slaps Linda.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's what I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, man.
The other way around, yeah. Like, I watched it last week, but honestly can't remember what's happened since then, so...
Nice.
Well, at the end, the Rock people elbowed Steph.
The Rock people elbowed Steph?
Yeah, after the match.
Oh yeah,
he
gets
subhuman and Rock bottoms
everybody. Yeah, because Triple H wins, doesn't he?
And then steps in the middle of the ring and
he rock bottoms in and then people's elbows in.
Stab an elbow.
Yeah, I remember, to be fair, actually, I remember that because she didn't move. She got her people's elbow on like 1 foot chuck, that was it. She just moved her leg a little bit and I was like, fucking hell. Talk about...
She had a dead horse.
Yeah, I was like, talk about a no-sell, fucking hell. Like, you could do more than that.
That's quite possibly the first time she's ever been hit in the ring though.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's not hard to sell an elbow in the chest. It's like, you know what I mean? It's not hard.
Just have a massive wobble.
Yeah, Just be like, "Ugh," you know what I mean? It's not. Come on, get with it, lad. Get with it. Anyway, yeah, that's number 2. All right, there you go. Right. To be fair, most of the underrated matches now, are pretty much involving the same people, which is kind of weird. But anyway, I think the underrated. Right, we'll go with that. My next one, right. The underrated match is Shane vs Vince, WrestleMania 17. This is only be on the list because I think Shane McMahon is fucking fantastic, and I stress fucking fantastic. Like whatever he does is just gold to me. I don't know why. He's just something about him. He can't really wrestle, but dude, that dude will take a beating for his company.
Yeah,
like he'll take
came off the top
whooping.
of the Steve Bradman threw him off the top of the table.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it wasn't it like that was at like SummerSlam 2000, wasn't it?
I can't actually remember what event it was at. I just remember him falling for about 10 minutes before he hit the floor.
SummerSlam 2000 it was, and he was like, literally, I think he was like,
was getting battered with the kendo sticks, wasn't he?
Yeah, because he was and then he climbed up, but he was like as high as the top of the Titantron, and then got hit in the leg,
and then he hit him over the back of the head, and then after he hit him on the back of the head.
Yeah, he hit him in the back, didn't he? Yeah, and he just fell backwards.
And that Blackman's next to him, or is he next to him or underneath?
He's just underneath him, isn't he?
Yeah, and then he just pulls his cap.
Yeah, and he falls.
And he just like falls.
Yeah.
It's just like a boss. So.
You know what thingy as well? He falls backwards. Like, I'm not being funny, that takes some pure balls.
Can't see where he's going.
No, he's just like, if I let go of this, I could literally die. And not even see it coming. Do you know what I mean?
See ya.
That's it. Like, that's literally what happened there. That's insane. But yeah, like, that was the match at the WrestleMania that they had was like anything goes, wasn't it?
Street fight, yeah.
It was a street fight, yeah. Oh yeah, with Foley as the special guest referee. Yeah, man. It's just like, yeah, I can't really remember the match as a whole, but there that Shane did some crazy ass shit. Didn't he jump off the top rope through the announce table with an elbow? Even that, he's not even saying to do anything. He's just got dead strong legs and can jump. I'm telling you, it's coast to coast. No one else does a coast to coast. Like, I know it's RVD's move, but you never see him do it anymore. Like, RVD is trained to do what he, not trained, well he is, yeah, trained to do what he does, and he can take a beating. But
and he just sort of jumped in. Yeah,
it's just like some dude just going, yeah, I can do that. Watch this. That's it. It's insane.
He's not playing with a full deck, that boy.
No, he's not. And it's King of the Ring. What King of the Ring was it that he fought Kurt Angle and he was going through the window? Remember that?
He bounced off it.
And he bounced off it. And I remember Kurt Angle talking about it like years later. He was like, yeah, I thought I definitely broke Shane's neck. And he just stood up and was like, do it again. And then he did it again and it went through. And then he was like, Shane was just like, fuck it, just throw him through it. And he just bailed him through it, so he just pure ran through it.
He just fucking bounced off it first time.
Yeah, because it was like two windows,
next to like the entrance to the ring.
And it was like he suplexed them through one, so they were like behind the scenes.
And he went to get him.
And then he went to go through, he bounced off it, and then they were like, oh, what's going on? And then he did it again and bounced off it. And Angle said since it was just like just phone through it. And I'll just run through it. So he went through it face first. It's like, what are you doing, man? What the fuck? That's insane. Like, that's insane. Jesus. But yeah,
there's actual wrestlers that wouldn't have taken those bumps.
No, Jesus, are you messing? Imagine it. He was just like, yes, I can't really wrestle, so don't try to grapple with me. But yeah, smash me in the face with a chair umpteen times. I don't mind. Throw me through some window. Yeah, that's cool. Put a bin on my head and just like attack me with kendo sticks. I don't mind. As long as you don't ask me to put a hold on you. You know what I mean? Like, sharpshooter? No, I can't do that, but I can take 17 chair shots to the face. That's cool. I mean, it's just, yeah, he's just insane. So, yeah, any matches he touches is amazing, but I just wanted to give a nod to Shane O'Mac being just fantastic. Proper spot monkey he is, and he loves it. Proper. European champ, and never had a match or something. You know what I mean?
Well, he was on the John Cena card, the underrated match, 23, against X-Pac.
Oh yeah, for the European title.
Yeah, and he won.
He was the champ, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the champ and he won.
He's a 2-time European champion. For as far as I remember. Yeah, he is, because I remember in 1999 he won it off X-Pac without doing anything.
Yeah, he just won
Pretty much, yeah. And then he ended up sort of not being the champ because when he was in the I remember this, when he was in the ministry, or like the corporate ministry, and he was like running it and shit. I remember Midian coming up to him and being like, he was like, you gotta wrestle, and he was like, I can't, like, something stupid like, I can't wrestle because like my pants don't fit, 'cause I haven't got a belt. And Shane was like, there's a belt in me bag, you can use that. Go out there and do what you need to do. And he came out with the European title. And then he just like ended up being the European champ because he came out in his belt. That was literally what happened. Yeah, literally that's what happened. And then in the end he was like, yeah, keep it on the ass, kind of thing. So Midian ended up being the European champ after just finding it, which is proper Eric Young style. Do you know what I mean? Which is, yeah, I don't get it, but still. So yeah, I didn't even know the European champ title was going. In when is it?
2007.
2007 was it? Yeah.
Well, it was going well before that. The European
I know that, but I didn't think it was still going in 2007. When was it that it got vacated?
Trying to find out. Might have to bear with me a little minute.
I thought the US title was already in having a go. Do you know what I mean? When was it that it was vacated? It must have been earlier on.
Yeah, it wasn't.
When
was it?
Might have been 2000. Saying that.
Yeah.
May have been 2000. Because was it 2001 that got vacated and the US title came about? Is that what it was? Anyway.
I can't even find it, no.
It's all good.
Apparently this match didn't happen.
Just imagine the match. There you go. Yeah, so not to Shano right there. I would like to play Here Comes the Money because, well,
because it's immense.
Because it is immense, yeah.
Money.
You can't, yeah. You just can't knock it. Right, our next overrated match is Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior WrestleMania 4, is it? 5? 4? 6?
6.
I knew it was around 5. I knew this. Yeah. This is the match for the WWE and Intercontinental title, isn't it? Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Correct.
Which is the worst, like,
double up you've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't get why. I don't like. As far as I know, Ultimate Warrior is the only person to hold the WWE and Intercontinental title at the same time, isn't he?
Yes.
Now, why would you do that? Why would you? Please tell me. Somebody explain why this was good booking. I'm looking at
I would assume that Vince was coked off his nut at the time, so...
He had pure roid rage.
Yeah.
Thought he was the Ultimate Warrior.
Just lived through him. That's what's happened there.
Just lived through him, yeah. Just didn't know what was going on. No one I've always wondered though, and I've never really found out, every time I think about this match, that when the Ultimate Warrior, like, was the Intercontinental and WWE champion, what belt did he lose the Intercontinental Championship and keep the WWE for a bit, or did he lose them both at the like? What happened with the belts?
He lost the Intercontinental title first.
So he had the Intercontinental title match when he was the WWE champion.
Yes.
That's backwards. That in itself is just like, why would you? What? You know what I mean?
It's nonsense, isn't it? It's just craziness. I'm going to find out when he did lose it, actually.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to find out now. Yeah, it's just weird. It's like when Kurt Angle was the Euro Continental Champion. Like, he had European title matches and Intercontinental title matches. No one ever thought, I'll have them both. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? You know, I think there's
what's the point? I'm like 2 belts though. Putting all in 2 belts.
Yeah,
you're going to be fighting the same fellas for like the more prestigious belt. So you're going to be fighting more for like the Intercontinental range rather than the European Championship range.
That's what I think, yeah. It's weird. It's like when I think Jeff Jarrett was the. Oh no, he wasn't. Jeff Jarrett and D'Lo Brown had a match, won for both titles, and D'Lo Brown became the European and Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
And then when Jeff Jarrett wanted it back, he was like, I don't want your European. I just want my Intercontinental Champion. Intercontinental Championship. So they fought and then he won. So like they split them up again, and it's just like, well, why have a match so someone wins them both and then take them off? I don't get it.
I think it's just filling the weeks.
I know that, but it just seems bad booking to me. You know what I mean? I suppose I'd prefer that to the way it is now. I can't even remember the last time the US title got defended. You know what I mean?
No, I don't like the US
Just
title.
a pointless title anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, the fact that Dean Ambrose, when he first won it, was like, yeah, I'm going to bring prestige to this. I'm going to bring something back. I'm going to like, this title's going to mean something.
Hasn't defended it.
No, it's fucking bullshit. Proper fucking bullshit.
I found out about the Warrior and the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, so what actually happened with it?
When he beat Hogan, he had to vacate the title. He had to vacate the Intercontinental title.
Oh, did he? So he never lost it. So he's still the original.
So again, another pointless task of having both.
Yeah,
belts.
you just have like the week before have someone win the fucking Intercontinental Champion. So he's the true Intercontinental Champion because he was never beat.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's the way I'd play up anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'll be mentioning in my Hall of Fame induction speech. I'll be honest with you. No one's ever beat me for the Intercontinental title. Just saying. Who is the Intercontinental champ? Big E.
Yeah, Big E. Yeah.
Alfonso Langston.
Yeah.
Prefer him when he's Big E Langston.
Yeah, he's just. I don't know.
Rather than Big E.
Yeah,
it sounds
E.
like the commentator just forget what his last name is when he goes,
it's
Big E.
Big E. Yeah, I don't know why they've changed. I would even if he just changed his name to like Langston or something. Alfonso. They should change your name to Alf, lad. Just Alfonso.
Just Alf.
Come out for Tom Jones. Fucking run with it, lad. Do it.
Not unusual.
Yeah, I think it's just weird to me why they do that. I don't really get it. To be fair, not that we ever talk about it anymore, but if you've seen my Facebook or my Twitter, I've been catching up on TNA because deep down I quite like TNA. And proper nod to Magnus, right? Proper nod to him because the week after he won the belt, like, do you don't know what I'm talking about because you're looking at me proper blank. Basically, right, I'll explain to you because, you know, in case anyone doesn't know, doesn't watch TNA, AJ Styles won the title and then left, right? And then was roll around Japan and shit and AWA and all stuff like that. And defending the TNA title, but was like not under, well, was under contract, but wasn't under contract. Like he was just going around defending the title, doing his thing and all that. And then basically, they had a match to be like, well, who's the actual champion now? Because AJ's fucked off with the belt. So they had a thing and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Magnus won, so he became the champ. The week after he became the champ, AJ came back and was like, you're not the champ, I am. So the week after, which was on an Impact, which is just a fucking waste, but they had a champion versus champion match. Magnus won because AJ Styles was not under contract, blah blah blah, AJ Styles left. So on and so forth, but it's all good. And then the week after, Thingy came out with a belt round his waist. Magnus came out with a belt round his waist and a belt over his shoulder, right? Came out with Dix Carter and was like, yeah, here you go. You can have that belt because I'm going to be honest with you, walking around with two belts is just obnoxious to me. And I was like, yes, yes. I was loving, like, when he said it, I was like, exactly. Why the fuck does Randy Orton need two belts? I don't understand. Someone explain to me why he still got the WWE title. Or
especially when it was supposed to be a unification.
Exactly.
Match.
It's like either make a new belt or fuck one of them off, fuck the world title belt off and keep the WWE one. I don't understand why you're rolling with two belts. It just annoys me.
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Because they're going to split them again.
Well, yeah. Seems that way, doesn't it?
When are they going to split them again?
I don't know, I'm not fucking Mystic Meg or nothing like, but...
You can't keep the two belts if they're not going to split them again.
Isn't Mr. Meg there? Anyway.
I don't know. That would be quite sad. Just breaking news on here, Mystic Meg's died.
I don't know. She may have seen it coming. I don't know.
But I don't know, man. It seems weird that must be the only reason why he's still carrying those two belts around.
They did. Apparently, the wearing the two belts was only meant to be for the one Raw after TLC, so people knew what was going on. Do you know what I mean? And then it was like a last minute thing that Vince was like, no, take the two of them off. And then it was like, we're not going to do that anymore. And then it just stuck with it, and it just looks... It's like he can't Do you know what annoys me, right? Is that he doesn't seem to be able to do anything or carry them properly or lift them properly because he's got two of them.
Yeah, because even when he's got hold of the mic, he's got to like keep
Exactly.
one of the belts.
Yeah,
Like,
but he's putting them on,
against his chest and
or he's
all with
putting
his
them on
hands.
top of each other, and it's just like, oh my god, it's just terrible.
Nobody does it like D'Lo Brown used to do it, where he had them crossed over.
Where he had them crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you know what's weird though, right? Is that that he's got the two belts and it looks stupid, but I remember like in 2000 or 2001 when Jericho had the two belts, it never looked stupid. Jericho suited two belts.
He used to wear them though, didn't he? Didn't he used to wear
So yeah, oh yeah, he used to come out with them like both on each arm, but they were fastened, so they were on his arms, so it worked. He never looked that stupid, and he like kissed them and shit like that. It was cool. You know what I mean? But yeah.
There's an easy way around it. All he has to do is put one round his waist and carry the other. Like, it's not rocket science.
No,
That's
it's
what you think,
not like
yeah.
fucking...
It's stupid.
You're listening, Randy?
He just wears them and it's just like, oh, it's too much gold, go away. You just look fucking stupid. And he's like, they're falling off and he's always trying to fix them and it's just like, oh my god, just fuck off one of the belts. Seriously.
Just throw one on the floor and keep holding
Yeah. I don't know why, if they've unified them, why they're gonna split them again. I don't think they're gonna split them anytime soon. To be honest. Why would you? They haven't really got a brand split anymore, so
I don't know, because it depends on who join them. I know they've had the unification match, but...
I don't know. Well, they're talking about unifying the US and Intercontinental, aren't they?
Just fuck the US off and have the Intercontinental.
That's what I think. I don't like the white belt anymore.
Fuck the World Heavyweight, just have the WWE.
Yeah.
It's simple.
I know. I don't like the I don't like the white belt for talking Intercontinentals, I'll be honest. Anyway, it's all good. Slightly off topic again there, but there you go. Where are we up to? Oh yeah, we'll go underrated. Aye, we'll go underrated. We'll go old school. Alright, we'll do Savage Flair from WrestleMania. Get me out here, Judge. 9? 8. Oh, it's only one out. Only one out. They all blend into one. I'm sure they do for you as well. Sorry, man. Sorry, fella.
Double main event of this one.
What are you go on? What's happening on this one, lad? Give us some info. How many people were there? When was it?
How many people at this one? I don't know. What did we click on?
Go up. There was 62,000. That's a lot of people.
Like.
It's a lot of people. I wonder what the number of WrestleMania, like the 30 years of WrestleMania attendance is. Must be millions.
A lot.
Must be millions of people.
Well, usually it's like 20,000.
Yeah, but you can't say average 20,000 because WrestleMania 3 had 97.
Listen, let me finish. It's like these 20,000 usually your normal event.
Yeah.
That's 20,000, but there's a few on here that's like 40, 60 and the 90,000 one.
Yeah.
So you probably are looking on like.
You're touching a mil.
You're looking on a few 100,000, like.
I'd say you're touching.
You probably are touching cloth on a mil, like.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're hitting a mil, but I'm saying you're touching a mil. You're not far off.
You're nigh on shit in the mill.
Yeah, you've got 1 million people who've seen WrestleMania live. Shit the bed.
People like George who've now seen it like 5 times over.
Yeah, man. What's your now that we're like, okay, we'll talk about this in a minute actually because we're going to talk about this match. But this was your underrated match, George. Tell us about it. Tell us what you love.
I just loved everything about it, like the way it was built up. Ric Flair apparently had some photographs of Elizabeth in some dodgy scenarios. Savage was going nuts about it, and they just had a wrestling match that lasted half an hour, which was just outstanding.
Yeah.
Everything that you need in a wrestling match. You know, the story was there. 2 guys who were probably in their prime at that time, and then it felt like a big deal, like the match. You wanted to see Randy Savage get his revenge on Ric Flair by winning the championship, and just even the crowd were into everything from start to finish. It was just awesome, and I don't think it gets the credit that it deserves, really, because it was just phenomenal.
What was the main event? Like I know that was like the whole main event, but what was the main event?
Hogan, Sid,
Hogan and Sid. Kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Another case of a guy who's not the champion being billed as bigger than the championship.
Yeah, That's terrible. No, you're on wiki what? You're on that, right? But move up a little bit, right? If anybody look at this, right, where it says pay-per-view chronology,
Yeah.
right? Look at the one after WrestleMania. UK Rampage 90. Oh, UK
my
Rampage
God.
92.
Got that on vid. Seen that yesterday.
Bit-
Up in that. Is it up in our loft?
Is it?
I'm sure it is.
Have you got it on video? Oh, you've got to find that for me, lad. That's the
Sure it
video. That's the video why this exists. The video. UK Rampage 92. Watch it, love it, playing it.
Well, I'd get you there, but have you got a VCR?
I'll buy a VCR.
I don't think you can.
I'll go to cash converters in 92.
I think they all got decommissioned.
I'm sure if I went on eBay I could find a VCR. Why are we calling it VCR?
Fucking hell, you can buy a Sega. Come back and you buy it. There you go. Get a video player.
I want a video player, lad. What I'll do is I'll find someone who's got a video to DVD player and then I'll put it on DVD.
But really what you need to find is a video head cleaner, because otherwise you put the video in there.
That's true. That's true. To be fair, you can buy it. You can buy it on a. Do you remember the DVD, the Tag Classic DVDs? And it's like I think UK Rampage 92 and like UK something else 91 or something like that, or 1990. And on it, it's on Amazon for like 38 quid. It's like, you kidding me? What the fuck, man? Like, no one's ever gonna buy that shit. But I might. I don't want to. I've said this.
I'm got 38 quid.
We've talked about this on the show before, that I don't want to buy it because I remember it as like the most amazing thing ever, and I don't want to watch it and be like, oh, that's shit. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I've been through that in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, like I don't really like doing that.
Just like looking forward to matches and they're just like dead disappointed.
I used to be able to tell. I used to be able to not watch the match and tell people what happened and what moves were going to happen, where and when on the Randy Savage HBK match. That's how good it was. Like, that's how many times I watched it, because it was my only wrestling video and I fucking loved it. So I was like, watched it and I knew what moves were next.
Like, the one that was PG, so it was the only one you might like, though.
Yeah. Don't even know where it came from, that's the thing. I don't know where it, like, who got it.
You know, 11.
I don't know where, to be fair, that's not true, because I remember being like 7 or 8, probably younger. And,
sorry, big ball.
7 or 8, right? And my half fella came in with the Blues Brothers, which is every other word's an F-bomb. I didn't even know, and I watched that so many times when I was a kid, like, still do now. So yeah, I don't think my mum was bothered about that. You know what I mean? Anyway, bad mother. So anyway, joke. She's not that bad. I'm only joking. Yeah, I do kind of. I agree that I remember watching this match not so long. Well, it was a while ago, like, but yeah, it's one of them matches that sort of. The only way I can put it is if, like, I did the same thing as you. I watched a lot of WrestleManias at the same time, and it comes to the point where you're only half watching some of it, because some of it you're just like, ugh. And this match was one of them matches that, like, I was kind of at first, and then after like 5 minutes or so, you're proper gripped, like you proper like, fucking hell, oh my god. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on. Usually where if your phone goes, or you're just messing around on Twitter or whatever it may be, I weren't. Like, I put my phone down and like full attention was for this match from pretty much start to finish. And I was like, that's good. Do you know what I mean? Which, you know, like, that's what you kind of want. That's what every WrestleMania match should be like. I think. It's like, I don't think it should be that you're that you're holding out for a good match, because it's WrestleMania. Every match should be good. You know what I mean?
Or there should at least be a point to every match that's on the card. They shouldn't just be thrown together just to get people on the card.
Yeah, like, I think, like, this year, I haven't seen this week's Raw, but this year they're having an Andre Memorial Battle Royal, like a 30-man Battle Royal at WrestleMania. It's just like, that's just a reason to have 30 people on in one match. Do you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
to have every jobber who hasn't done anything for a year there. It's just the easiest way of doing it, which makes sense, and everybody wants to be at WrestleMania, but you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah.
It's one of those things that we'll never understand, though. Like, we'll never get behind Vince McMahon's reasoning for doing stupid things like that.
Yeah, it is. I do understand it to a point, but then I just think I'd rather not be on the card and work my ass off to be on the card a year later and like feel like I deserve to be there than just be like, oh yeah, you like Zack Ryder, we haven't seen you on telly for ages or on Raw or SmackDown for ages. Jump in that Battle Royal there, like, you're gonna get threw out by someone now. And it's just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like that's not any wrestler's WrestleMania moment. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's it's a bit shit if you ask me.
Pointless.
Yeah, it is a little bit, and it's a bit of a shame, I'll be honest, but
especially when, you know, there'll be other matches on the card that won't get as much time because they've got that stupid Battle Royal.
I was going to say that, yeah, matches that deserve time to be told probably won't be because that Battle Royal's there, which, yeah, it's just, it doesn't make sense, but I suppose that's wrestling these days, isn't it? That's wrestling. Right, we're gonna go. We'll do one more of each, I think, and then we'll wrap this shit up. Overrated match: Undertaker Triple H at WrestleMania. I have no idea what this WrestleMania is. I know it's 11-0 in this league, so I could work it out. But what WrestleMania is it?
Who is it?
Well, the one I'm thinking of is the one from 27.
27. Which one's?
Yeah.
Really, 27? I thought we were talking the one from years before.
No, that's why it says take away HHH from WrestleMania 27.
Oh right, I neglected. I only read half of it. So
yeah, it was a surprise.
Wait, so 27. Sorry, lad. 27 is the first time they fought each other.
Well, the first of the latest times that they fought each other, yeah.
The two. Not the Hell in a Cell, the one before.
No, yeah, the one before Hell in a Cell.
Okay, I quite like that match. Why do you think it's overrated?
It's just boring. Like, I don't see what the fascination is with Triple H matches.
No.
They're hardly ever any good. Like, it's just boring.
Okay.
Like, there's no reason to get involved until the finish. Like, it's just Triple H with his proverbial shovel burying people.
Okay. Really? Even back
then?
then?
Like, the one after that, though, the Hell in a Cell match was good because Shawn Michaels sold the spectacle of the match. He wasn't even wrestling. But Triple H can't do that. This is just a personal thing, but I don't get invested in any match that he has.
You just don't think he can sell?
No. He doesn't make me care about the match that I'm sitting down to watch.
Really? I'm quite a big Triple H fan.
No, we discussed this off air. You're a fan of his wife. You're not a fan of him.
Do you know what? It could be. It could be that every time I hear his music, I think I'm going to see a bit of stuff here. That could be true.
No, see, I never used to mind Triple H though.
No, I kind of like. I think he was a good heel. Like when he first became WWE champion, like '99, I thought he was a really good heel. Like it was proper good. Like he stepped up a lot. I thought with like it was rivalry with The Rock and Austin and all stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think his best days are behind him. Don't get me wrong, but I think he's still got something. You know what I mean? I think he's still
got age.
Don't say that because that means Steph might have it. Don't say things like that. No.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah,
it's good enough for the Chuckle Brothers. It's good enough for him.
That's not nice, is it? Hey, say one thing about the Chuckle Brothers and now you're coming at me. Yeah, I don't like. I don't know. It's just like I am a fan of Triple H. There's no top and bottom of it. Like I am when he was. There's times that I think, oh my god, you're shit. But what are you buzzing off?
Sorry, I've just been adding up the attendances in WrestleMania, and I've just hit the fucking clear button instead of like the delete the last number button.
It's a calculator on your computer.
Using the one on my phone, so I can see what I'm doing.
Alright,
starting again now.
Right. I wonder why I thought you were quiet. Not helping us out on this one, Sam.
Fucking taking longer than expected. That's why.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Triple H. There's no, like, I'm not gonna deny this, but There's times that I'm like, oh, that's shit. Oh, that is shit. But then it's like that with everybody. There's not one wrestler that does everything. And I'm like, oh my god, you're amazing all the time. It's like certain things you're like, oh my god, what the fuck. But I suppose that's wrestling. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, but just because that's the way it is doesn't mean that we should accept it.
no, I don't think that at all. But sorry, I just yawned.
So am I boring you with this
Out
talk?
of nowhere, I just sorry about that. Yeah, I just think it's easy to expect like someone to be not on form, but like I don't think they have totally control over what they're doing all the time. Like they don't have complete control, and I see what you're saying about them not selling, and I'm not like you're not invested in like the character or the gimmick, we should say. And that's fine because these certain people like that I am at the minute. Like it doesn't matter what they do. I just think he's been there for 20 years. If you're not invested in the gimmick, then he's obviously doing something wrong, I suppose. Or you're just hating on him because you want to hate on him. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
It's not just that. Well, going back and doing this WrestleMania thing, I've been trying to look at everything objectively, right? So I hate John Cena hat is off.
Really?
I hate Triple H hat is off. Right? So I'm trying to give credit where it's due, but of all the WrestleMania matches I've watched of Triple H's, I just don't care. Like I'm not bothered if he wins the match, if he loses it. I'm not interested in the story that he's trying to tell. It's just my own personal opinion.
Do you think that's what it is though? Do you think it's just you're not, or do you think you're not necessarily interested because you're not invested, or do you think it's he's not good at telling it? Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he's as good at telling it as some other people are.
Right. Okay. That makes
like,
sense.
I could go through a list of people, like Kurt Angle always gets me invested in what he's doing. Chris Jericho, Ric Flair, Rey Mysterio, The Undertaker, even Christian to an extent, Randy Orton. Like, there's so many other different people who I really couldn't care about one way or the other, but they always make me like get invested in the match and what's going on. And Triple H just doesn't make me feel like that. I just think he's a mid-card guy that got lucky because he's made the Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that is probably. There is some truth in that.
You know, you were talking about how he went to, or how he stepped up, you said, and he got to the main event.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just coincidence that, he got up to the main event round about the time where he put on about 40 pounds in a year.
Yeah, that could. To be fair though, you say it's because he got put, like, he's done good because he's Shawn Michaels' mate. But when he stepped up, as I say, quote unquote, stepped up and did the thing, Shawn Michaels wasn't there.
Yeah, but he was already in there with the people he needed to be in with.
No, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying it wasn't like, it may have been Shawn Michaels' stroke that got him there, but he stayed there. You know what I mean? Because
he was shagging the boss's daughter.
At the time, he probably was actually saying.
Yeah, so you see, it's hard to take him seriously, mate. Like,
yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah. It's a
you look at him
thing,
at WrestleMania 12, 13, and 14. Like, he's just a normal-sized guy. Yeah. Like, he doesn't look any bigger than somebody like Edge, for example.
Yeah.
But when it gets to 15, 16, and 17, all of a sudden, he's got massive. So he's clearly on the juice. And, I don't think he's good enough, or he's ever been good enough to be in the spot that he's got. He's got it through other ways.
Okay. That's fair. I'll give you that. That's okay. So he's turn nothing into something, basically.
Yeah.
The American dream, as I just said.
Don't ever say it. He's like the American dream.
I'm not saying he's like the American dream. I'm not saying the American dream. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he is the epitome of what is the American dream, in the sense, not take the wrestling American dream out of there. I mean, the actual American dream is to turn fuck all into everything, and that's what he's done. He has been okay at something and carried it so far to be the top dog and to be running the company. Do you know what I mean? The way he wants to run it, which is good or bad. You know what I mean?
Blood related.
Yeah, he's just the in-law, isn't he?
He's just married in.
He's just the in-law.
Right, I've got my final number.
Okay, we've got a final number. It's only took 65 minutes. It took.
Right, 65 minutes of unadulterated calculations.
Yeah, of mathematician.
And I'd love to say that I've done it with a pen and paper. I haven't. I've had a calculator in front of me. I've just fucked up a couple of times while I've been doing it.
Fair play.
Alright, it busts $1 million.
Does it? It's over $1 million.
1,257,110 people have attended WrestleMania.
Fuck me.
That's
God,
obviously not including like backstage staff and all that shit.
Yeah, no,
like,
yeah, that makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
fan attendance.
That's heavy. It would have been good if it broke $1 million.
This
I was
year. Thinking that when I was doing it, but then as I got down the list and it gets to like WrestleMania 23, that's when the numbers go back up to like steady like 80,000, 70,000, 70,000.
Yeah, see that it's weird, isn't it? That if you look,
because the stadiums are bigger,
yeah,
and because they book.
If you go to the top right where it says it, like the first few, these are fucking like look the first few, like 19 obviously, and then you've got 40, 93, and then there's like 60s in there, but then it's like 16s, 18s, 16s
down to 18s, and
yeah,
that,
it's mad, isn't it? That like 60,000 people can be there one year, and then like
so
basically like 18,000 can be there the next.
You'd imagine this year. I don't know where it was. What's the Louisiana? What's the Superdome like in Louisiana?
Don't know. It's only just been built, hasn't it?
Don't know how big it is.
Or is it the one in California? The Levi Stadium's getting built. That's only just getting built now.
Yeah, we don't know.
I think the one in Louisiana holds like 75. I think.
Is it? Yeah, I know the next year's one. They're breaking it in. I know that.
Yeah, capacities 73,000.
What are you laughing at?
73,000 to 76,000. So there's going to be another 70,000 on top of that.
That's insanity. What are you laughing at, George?
It just something came into my head that shouldn't have.
What came into your head? What was it?
Just when you said they were, just when you said they were breaking it in, I just.
What was you thinking, you dirty bastard?
Just this image of Vince fucking the ground, like. I don't know why. I don't know. I shouldn't have thought that, but.
Fair play.
Vince McMahon having sex with the bear.
Yeah, fucking some soil. Yeah. I think they are the kind of. I think they're breaking it in, as you say, because I only know this because on the Steve Austin podcast with John Cena. They were talking like WrestleMania 30, and he was like, Austin was like, I've got a question about WrestleMania 30, and Cena was like, I've got a question about 31, and he was like, oh, okay, like that, and then John Cena was like, look, here's the date, here's the time, here's where it is, come down, you know what I mean?
Wanna fight me?
Yeah, get in the ring one time, see what happens.
You'll fucking fight anyone in money.
Cena.
Yeah.
Cena just likes to.
He just likes to fight people that he's watched as he's going to
watch. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he just likes. I think he just likes to be that guy in the ring because I think that's the little bit of ego that he's got. I think because he's like, when he fought The Rock, he was like, whatever happens, it doesn't matter. These two generations of people who watch The Rock, whether they're watching the match for The Rock or not, they're going to see him wrestle.
Yeah,
do you know
but
what
I don't think that's how I think with him. It's like I'm in this position that I can. That I can try and fight.
Yeah, you can.
These wrestlers that I like.
Yeah,
aspired to me.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
The fact that the reason I know George is gonna hate this because we're talking Cena, but the fact that when The Rock came back at WrestleMania and he fought, the fact that the whole top and bottom of Cena, the first match like that The Rock had in like 7 years or some shit like that, apart from the tag team match at Survivor Series, the first WrestleMania that he's wrestled and stuff like that, Cena jobbed to him. Like, Cena lost. Cena's the face of the company. Cena didn't have to lose, and he did.
He did to The Rock because The Rock was coming back. And
but that's the thing.
But The Rock left us like a major.
Yeah, and I get that, but he hadn't beat. But like,
there's a new program for him.
All right, no, I get that, and I understand where you're coming from. But at the same time, it's like, this is I can't really put it into any any kind of explanation that makes any sense in any other way, really.
Good, so we'll just wrap it up there then, shall we?
That's another thing. But like, it just means like if you're the face of a company and someone who hasn't been there for 7 years comes back, and then you're like, oh yeah, you're not winning. He is. You'd be like, what? What the fuck? I've busted my ass like fucking 300 days a year for the past 10 years.
Fuck, Batista's walked back after 4 years.
That's what they do, and that's what I don't like, is that it's fucking... And
well, on a last note, I would love to see Austin come back.
Austin Punk, which is never going to happen anymore, but Austin Punk.
I would love it. I'd love to see Stone Cold.
I think he could
that glass shattered again.
I think he could do it.
I would wet my undies.
Yeah.
That would be instant erection now.
Shepherd's pie your knickers, yeah. Proper ejaculate.
Just out of every hole.
Like that, yeah. Sneeze and fart at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay, right. Well, there's our show. We're keeping them a bit shorter so we can do a few and you can listen to them quicker because, you know, we're going to have twice as many, hopefully. So, it's just time for the obvious.
It's a shameful thing, you've lost your head. A careless man who could wind up dead. You wear your sin like it's some kind of prize. Too many lies, too many lies. All these words are true, and I'll make you believe.
So again. I like doing that, like just stopping it dead. That's it.
Just make you feel in control.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Like I try and be all clever and like fade it out and you know what I mean. But it's like going done. That's it. Just like it.
No.
Yeah. You know what, actually as well, right? What's kind of funny is I can't remember who tweeted, but somebody tweeted SLTD Radio a few weeks ago. I'd be mean to say this, but I totally forgot about it. I don't think he'd said it when my last show was, but whoever it was tweeted SLTD Radio when Sheamus came back and was like, oh, he was on a SmackDown or something like that, and tweeted and said, like, it's weird, but every time I hear Sheamus' tune, I don't think of Sheamus anymore. I think of SLTD Radio.
Well, then, let's find out who he is.
I know, I can't remember who it was. Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but yeah, whoever that was, thanks, pal. Just made me go, oh, look at that. And that sound, eh? I mean, might have been Chet Lemon, I'm not sure. But anyway.
What about Steve Bradman?
It could have been Steve Bradman as well, yeah. Who knows? Or Tiberius. I don't know. There's a bunch of people that could have been. No, it was none of them. It was somebody. I'll find out who it was.
Barry Chuckle.
It might have been, yeah.
From the AIDS ward. Stop saying I've got AIDS.
Yeah. From the AIDS ward in hospital. Is there an AIDS ward? No, well, forget it. We should stop the AIDS thing, seriously. It's not funny. You know what I mean? It's not funny at all. I don't know why we're making jokes about it. It's not funny.
Well, you should just wait until that joke that I told you earlier.
Yeah, to be fair, the AIDS joke isn't that bad compared to something that George just wrote on a WrestleMania review. Now, if you can pinpoint what it is and what WrestleMania it is, tweet us.
Right, so it's already been ripped then. So
it's been ripped, but it's not up. It's not up, no. Well, I'm not telling you what WrestleMania it's on. It's in the first. It's within the first 10, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be within the first 10.
All I'll say is it'll be up within the next week.
Yeah, there you go. So it's with it. There you go. Right, we've our shameless plugs. George, where are you? What are you doing? What's going on?
I'm on Facebook and Twitter, George SLTD, and my WrestleMania Rewind series is up on the site. You'll find it on the main page. Just click on it and you'll be able to go through and read all the reviews from there. Daily.
Click on it daily.
Daily. Every day between now and the 6th of April.
There you go. On the 6th of April. Adam, where are you? What are you doing? What's going on?
I'm on Twitter and I'm not on Twitter at the same time at the minute because my phone's off getting fixed and I'm using a piece of dog poo. Piece of dog phone, might as well be, because you can't get any apps on it.
To be fair, this is the phone that a couple of years ago Adam thought was the nuts.
It was a couple of years ago. Well, that was a couple of years ago.
It was the greatest thing that has ever been invented, and now he's like, it's fucking bullshit, this.
And then I got the upgrade to it.
So what's your Twitter?
It's Lil Pip, you know.
Okay, that sounds like a mouthful.
Might change it a little pop, you know, haven't decided yet.
That sounds like a mouthful for somebody to be listening to and wanting to understand. So how do you spell that?
Spell that. Lilpipijano.
That's the first time you've done that since being a dad, isn't it?
That is.
It's a monumental moment.
So yeah, but I might be changing that. Not yet, so keep on going for that one.
Yeah. Why would you? Would you do it like LIL Pops?
I don't know. I'd have to come up with a new song.
Need a new song, yeah. Need a new song. Yeah, I am Greg SLTD on Twitter and Facebook. I am there. I'm not there. I also have been doing little bits and bobs for the SLTD Radio Twitter. So if you tweet that, you'll get me. You know what I mean? Like, hey there, howdy. Doing a thing. We're gonna be this show is gonna be one of us, like a sort of series, if you like, of shorter shows, but more frequent shows for Wrestlemania. So keep an eye out for them. I'm sure you will, because we'll be tweeting and Facebooking and all that funky jazz. Any old shows, you can go on Spreaker.com/user/SLTD Wrestling and go on. I can't remember what the button is, but it's like other shows. You'll get it. Like, it's not hard to explain. Once you see it, you'll be like, oh, that's clearly what it is. Can't remember what the button's called, but go on and check out our old shows. We don't do shows that are like we do every other show is a weekly show, but every show is a special, so you don't have to be watching wrestling to, like, you don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to listen to that because you haven't seen Raw. It's not like that. Like, we did the Superstars of the 80s, and we do, like, when we do specials for main events, we talk about old main events as well as the ones that have happened, but we talk old main events, so you can check them out. We've got, our last one was Elimination Chamber, so like most of the show is about old Elimination Chambers and like fantasy Elimination Chambers. So if you're looking at it thinking, well, Elimination Chamber was ages ago, 90% of the show you can listen to and still enjoy. I mean, not saying you won't enjoy the predictions bit, but that's not the point of the show. So there you go. Check out the site, sltdwrestling.co.uk. Read our shit, the stuff that goes up every single day. And yeah, also we're on iTunes. You can get us on iTunes. If you're going to go on iTunes, subscribe to us. There you go. And if you're going to put a little star, throw a little 5-star, throw a little 1-star. But if you're going to do 1-star, you may as well do 5 stars. You know what I mean? Why not?
It's not going to affect you.
It's not. It's really not. It's only going to make you feel better about yourself. Really?
That's true.
It is, yeah, that's what I think. You know what I mean? It's the equivalent of helping an old lady.
Do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Ego boost for yourself.
Yeah, to think I did a good deed today. Helped an old woman over the road. No, I 5-starred SLTD Radio. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean?
Potato, but that is
the same thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is us. We're done. We're doing our thing. You know, yeah, this is it. We'll be back hopefully next week. You know what I mean? But yeah, there you go. In a bit. It was a good time.
That wasn't good.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat or the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear. Be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would have thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came backdrop, Megadeth took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Why you had the stupidest verse? This dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard he fucking with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire. And Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cock. The type women wanna be within rappers, hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, this shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat top. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He don't think it's a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those motherfuckers he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15%